So can you tell anything from your proximity to Bunkerville and the Bundy Ranch militia thing? Can you tell anything from that proximity that we cannot tell from our proximity to these fantasists in Washington doing their thing?
Well, it seems that there's a great parallel in what's going on in that history that you went through. The language is always similar, isn't it, Rachel? We the people take back America. We're the revolutionaries going back. They have their constitutions, but they don't seem to understand what the Constitution says. And that this scent of violence that was out in Bunkerville and still is, and that will probably be out there tomorrow, although I don't think they'll quite meet their goals. Although if they're watching right now, you gave them the great idea of bringing the portable prisons. Thanks for that, Rachel. But, I mean, it's the same kind of thing. Cliven Bundy is mythologized into something that he's not, that he's some kind of Patrick Henry of the modern day, when all he really is a welfare cowboy, a guy who won't pay his bills. But they don't come up with specifics. It's just they're all corrupt. We have to do something. We have to take back America. We, the people, must speak again.
John, you can tell from probably the way that I talk about them that I find these guys hilarious and delusional, and I find their self-delusion and self-aggrandizement to be very funny. But the armed standoff out by you in Nevada was real guns, loaded weapons pointed at federal law enforcement not able to do their work because of it. Where do you rate the sort of ongoing part of this thing that's happening in Nevada in terms of scary versus funny? Where's the line?
You know, it's interesting that you mention that, because I was the same way. I see some of these people and some of the things they say, and they are so easily mocked. On the other hand, what happened about a month ago here came really, really close, this close to being a real bloodbath if you talk to people who were there and talk to law enforcement. And now what you have there, and you know this because you've had Congressman Horsford on your program who talked about this, this is a sleepy little town up there. And now you have guys coming in, these militia folks from the ranch, to get supplies, carrying weapons, walking into barber shops or to get grocery stores or drug stores, and it's very unsettling. One person told me it's really creepy being there now. So I still think that there's a lot of fear up there. I don't think there are as many people there. The problem that Congressman Horsford has and the sheriff here in Clark County has is you can't just go and arrest these folks. There are no real checkpoints in town, although there were, Rachel, on the day of that roundup. They were actually trying to stop people from going about their business. That doesn't exist anymore, but there's still a lot of these folks up there people up there who live in Bunkerville and Mesquite. They're scared.
And tomorrow, they are going to be celebrated in Washington by apparently what's due to be 10 to 30 million people. So I hope everybody in Washington is making sure they've got their parking spots reserved tonight, because it's going to be a very big day. Jon Ralston, reporter and host of Jon Ralston Reports. John, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Rachel.